Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and I'm gonna be doing a comparison video between the Yeezy Foam Runner and the Crocs. And as far as the price goes, the Foam Runners are going for 80 bucks and then the Crocs are going for like 50 bucks, this clog version. Well, I mean on their site crocs.com, I just checked. So I guess pretty much the Yeezy Foam Runner is kind of double the price of the Crocs, but of course, you can't really get the Foam Runner for retail, so it's like reselling for like around 200 bucks, I think. So it's a lot more expensive than the Crocs. I did a red out for both of them. Y'all already know what it is. If you guys want to get the Crocs and are interested in the Crocs, I'll leave an affiliate link in the description box. But let's get started off with the Tracciones. And of course, as far as the traction goes, I don't know what it is with foam. Like shoes that have like no rubber outsole have really good bite. And of course, we've seen that with Under Armour and their Flow technology where they don't have a rubber outsole. And the traction is absolutely insane in those, right? And obviously these are casual, you're gonna be rocking, I mean, if you wanna ball in them. Does basketball might be coming soon for the Foam Runner, but you guys already know the Crocs are, you can ball in these, man. A little bit, kind of, just a little bit. I'm not saying they're great, but they work, you know what I mean? So yeah, incredible bite. And obviously it's not important for a casual shoe, but I mean, if you're walking around on like a hard surface and you're slipping, that's kind of annoying, you know what I mean? So I just want something that, you know, has a decent bite, but these both have really good bites. As far as the durability goes, I feel like they will be around the same. The grooves are around the same depth. And feeling it with my finger, they both have like the same hardness. So durability, I feel like will be around the same. If you're walking on like a hard surface like concrete, obviously these will not last a very long time. If you just kind of like wear it inside, you should be fine. So I will tie it up for the traction, I guess. But as far as branding goes, Crocs have a lot of branding, I would say, you know, so you can see the Crocs logo here on the sport mode strap. You know what I mean? So there's one right here and also one right here. It says Crocs on the sport mode strap right here and also right here in the middle of the outsole, right? Yeezy, the Foam Runner doesn't have any type of branding. You know, it just says Adidas right here, and it's really hard to see because it's in this dark hole. It needs to kind of hit the light correctly so that you can see the Adidas logo. But that's pretty much it as far as logos goes. The only other kind of detail on the Foam Runner is inside of the shoe right here. It says Foam Runner, the size, and it also says made in China. As far as the Crocs go, it says crocs.com and it also says made in Vietnam. So there's that. Moving on to the heel to toe transition, something that's pretty important to me in casual shoes just because I don't like walking around in like a boot-like shoe, you know, like Timberlands or like Jordan 12s where it's super clunky. Obviously the Crocs, I have no issues just because, you know, it's a rounded shape. It's foam, right? And you got a nice rounded shape here in the forefoot, so it's super smooth. But the Yeezy Foam Runner is a lot smoother here in the heel just because of look at this shape, man. Look at that. I really like that. Obviously, they're both super flexible as well. I mean, they're both just made out of foam. So as far as heel to toe transition goes, they're both super smooth, but I like the heel a little bit better here in the Foam Runners. Alright, moving on to the cushioning setup. Hands down, the Foam Runner is a lot more comfortable. The Crocs, obviously there is no strobe board. Your foot is pretty much on top of the straight up foam, right? But then like there's a whole lot of compression. You know, maybe just a tiny bit, but it's more so like stiff, right? But the Foam Runner, there's a lot of compression. Even though it's just EVA foam, there's a good amount of compression here in the heel as well as in the forefoot. It's super comfortable. It just feels like your foot is on top of like a marshmallow or something, right? So the step-in comfort is definitely way more comfortable in the Foam Runner. So if you're gonna be walking around a lot and you want something very comfortable underneath your foot, the Foam Runner is the better option. I don't know what it is with Crocs. I mean, a lot of people say Crocs are super comfortable. I mean, they are, but if you're talking about the cushion, which I definitely equate comfort to cushion, like a soft cushion, the Crocs aren't that comfortable. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Foam Runner is way better for the cushion. As far as the texture goes, they both have a texture. Look at that. Here in the Crocs, we have a nice texture to kind of like hold your foot into the Croc, I guess, right? And then also here in the Foam Runner, we have a nice texture as well. One thing that's super annoying about the Foam Runner though is the construction of the actual shoe, right? So for Crocs, you have sport mode. If something serious comes up and you gotta go into serious mode, then you can just put the sport mode strap down and you're good to go. You got good lockdown, right? But for the most part, it's a slipper. So you just put your foot in and you're good to go. You don't really need to worry about like tying any laces or anything like that, right? Same thing with the foam runner. There's no laces, but this opening is a lot narrower, right? So putting on a shoe, especially when you have socks on, is kind of annoying because the foam is pretty sticky and it just grabs your sock, which I guess is a good thing if you want to be like contained into the shoe. But when you're trying to put the shoe on, the foam grabs onto the sock and it crumples underneath your foot, which is kind of annoying. So you just have to like, or for me personally, I really have to adjust the sock every single time I put the shoe on. And also another thing that I have to do for the foam runner is bend down and open the shoe up and then slide my foot in, right? For the Crocs, super easy. You just, like I said, it's a slide. You just slide your foot in and you're good to go. So that's definitely one thing I like the Crocs more than the Yeezy foam runner for. Moving on to the fit, go up a full size for the foam runner. And also there's no half sizes, I believe, for the foam runners. So if you're like a 9.5, I would suggest maybe even going up to a size 11, right? I went true to size and it fits me pretty damn snug for the foam runner. I don't really like it, you know, so lengthwise, and also it's pretty tight here in the toe box. It's not super tight where it's uncomfortable, but this foam material is quite thick, right? And it being right on top of my foot, my foot gets a little bit hot. So I definitely wish I went up a full size for the foam runner. For the Crocs, I would say I would still go up a full size just because I don't want a slide to be a tight fitting shoe. You know what I mean? Like I want a little bit of room just in my personal preference. If you want a snug fit, then be my guest, you know, go true to size. But for me, I would go a full size up as well. But as far as the fit goes, I would say it's a little bit roomier here in the Crocs and also wider. And for ventilation, they both have a lot of ventilation holes. So if you're running around or walking outside and it's a chilly day and there's a little bit of wind, you will definitely feel the wind on top of your foot and it gets a little chilly, right? But one thing that I did notice is the foam runner is a little bit hotter if there's no wind. You know, so if I'm inside, like I said, the fit was a little bit tighter, so the foam was on top of my foot and kept my foot warm. The Crocs, the fit isn't as snug and also the fit is pretty wide, so the foam didn't really make my foot as hot as the foam runner. So there's a little bit of a difference there as well. Moving on to the weight, I don't know which one do you guys, it's probably around I feel like the Crocs will be lighter, right? So the foam runner is pretty much 8 ounces and then the Crocs are like what, 6? Ooh, okay, yeah, so 5.93, so pretty much 6 ounces. So yeah, the Crocs definitely do feel lighter than the foam runner. You know, there is a good amount more foam here and also on top of the foot as well, like in the ankle area. Moving on to the aesthetics, obviously the Crocs win. Crocs, yeah, nothing beats the Crocs. You know what I mean? Like Jordan 11, you know, Jordan 3s, the 5s, nothing beats the Crocs. Foam runner, I'm sorry, the foam runner looks pretty cool, but just can't beat the Crocs. So there's that, I guess. Tell us what you guys think looks better down in the comment section below. Alright, wrapping things up. So which one is more comfortable? I would definitely say the foam runner is more comfortable just because of the cushion. But like I said, the Croc is just so much easier to put on. You know what I mean? And also if you want containment, you got sport mode, baby. So I really like that. So for me personally, I feel like I would just use Crocs for indoors. Like for example, if I'm just inside and I want something like kind of comfortable, and because I have wood floors here and I don't want to walk around barefoot, I just use the Crocs, right? It's super easy to put on and the cushion is like, it's not that comfortable, but you know, it's doable. The foam runners I tried wearing inside, and of course, I mean, it's a shoe and it's more of like a fashion statement, I guess, right? So you would probably want to wear it outside, but I did try wearing it inside, just kind of like to compare it with the Crocs, and it's like I said, it's a little bit hotter, it's annoying to put on, and I did experience that chafing, and also right here on my right foot, it was a little bit annoying as well because this part would dig into the top of my foot. So for the Yeezys, I'd probably just wear it outside. If I kind of want to like show it off and also be comfortable, I feel like the Yeezy is definitely more for just going out. I mean, if that's your thing, I guess, right? But anyways, that about wraps up this comparison video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.